Hi, I'm Oliver, age 24, and you're watching How to Draw Really Good. And today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Joker. And not just any Joker, but the Joker from Batman 3D. So let's bust a move and jump straight into it. So first of all, you want to use a squircling technique to draw a cross between a square and a circle for the Joker's head. Next, you want to do a large eye and a small eye for a 3D effect, and then the letter C to the side of the head for the mouth, and then detailed top teeth, less detailed bottom teeth. Now I'm just going to colour that in a 3D skin colour, and then a darker 3D skin colour for the inside the head look inside the mouth. Next, we're going to use the jacketing technique to add a jacket to the Joker. And I find that the easiest way to do that is to picture a robot elephant and then draw the head and trunk, which look quite like a regular elephant's, but a little bit more square and pointy. Now in my picture, I'm actually going to draw the Joker's jacket slightly open. And for that, you want to do two downish lines coming out of the bottom of the Joker's head. Next, I'm going to add a tie, and for that I'm going to use the tying technique, which is where you draw two kite shapes, one on top of the other, and the bottom one slightly elongated in the downward direction. Now here's one of the art industry's best kept secrets. You can actually use the bucketing technique to draw a bucket on Joker's jacket. And you might wonder, why are we drawing a bucket on Joker's jacket? And the truth is, it actually looks a lot like a pocket with a handkerchief. Can you imagine that? Now we're going to add some professional 3D colours, and for that I'm just going to use the paint bucket tool to add a 3D purple and a 3D green to the correct places on the Joker. Fantastic! Now we're going to add Joker's hands and fingers, and you need to make sure that he has 10 fingers and that the hands are attached to each sleeve of the jacket. Now you probably know this already, but one time the Joker ate a pizza straight out of the oven without cutting it into pieces or letting it cool down first, and he got a scar on both sides of his mouth from doing this. And you can actually add that to your drawing by using the standard lipping technique, but filing it to a point at the side of his mouth. Fantastic! I'm now going to take a dark 3D green and do the hairing technique to add hair to the top of Joker's head. Now I'm going to be really controversial. I'm going to teach you the most complicated technique in drawing. I'm going to teach you how to do the shading technique, which is a technique to add shading to your drawings. And for that you want to take a lighter 3D green and do the hairing technique again over the top of the other hairing technique. And then you can do this for a second time and take an even lighter shade of 3D green and go over the top again. And this will create a really professional shaded hair. Next, I'm going to use the clocking technique to draw a clock on Joker's waist. And I'm actually going to draw it like one of those really fancy, posh, futuristic clocks that have got alarms on the top. Ooh. Now we're going to use the squircling technique to draw some squircles next to the alarm clock. And then you want to use the dynamiting technique to turn them into sticks of dynamite. Now, I don't want to sound too arrogant, but this could be the best drawing I've ever seen of the Joker. But I'm going to actually make it even better, and I'm going to draw Gotham, which is where the Joker's from, in the background. So what you're going to want to do is to change the background colour to a 3D ash grey. Next, I'm going to use the skyscrapering technique to draw a skyscraper in the background, and I'm going to colour it in a dark 3D charcoal grey. Now, to make that look even more like a skyscraper, I'm going to actually add windows, and for that I'm going to do one window and colour it in a 3D yellow colour, and then I'm going to use the famous but very secret professional technique called copy pasting, and I'm just going to copy paste that one window loads and loads of times all over the building. Fantastic! And now, as you know, the Joker causes chaos wherever he goes, so I'm actually going to set that building on fire, and for that you want to take a 3D yellow and do a firing technique to draw some fire shapes, and then take a 3D orange and do the same, and then a 3D red again over the top. Now you might be thinking, one skyscraper doesn't look anything like an entire city. And my answer to that is to use the copying and pasting technique we used on the window, but to use that on the entire building. And that way we can make an entire city from the one building, and it will all look like it's on fire, which is fantastic. Now I'm going to end that drawing there before the art community gets too annoyed at me for revealing too many tips in one video. So I'm just going to add my name and age to the top to make it a professional piece of work. Actually, I'm not scared of the art community. They can eat my art. I'm going to turn this photorealistic Joker into comic book Joker by adding a speech bubble that says Joker's famous saying, "Why so hilarious?" Awesome. So let's take a look at how my previous student Maria, aged 24, got along with this tutorial. Let's see. Oh my god. This is horrible. This is like a nightmare I had one time, where there were no 3D colours in the world at all, and there were just 2D colours, and that's what this picture reminds me of. Wait a second. Holy neef, can you see that? There are details on the bottom teeth. I am not impressed. Hopefully next time Maria will learn how to draw really good. Thanks for watching. You can get it on a t-shirt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do 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 do. How to draw really good. Do 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 do. 3D. Fantastic.